All right. Hey, y'all. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching and listening all around the world. Welcome to Love Lockdown. I would like to call this more of like a pop up shop, I guess, like a pop up Love Lockdown podcast episode because it is just me, myself, and I today. I'm your host, Britt Brett. We actually decided that before our official season 4 starts on July 7th, that was going to be doing things solo. Chris is going to be doing things solo. It's just going to be a good time. We figured that we would like you guys to get to know us as individuals because some people feel as if just because you are married or if you're in a relationship that you're no longer that. So we just thought this would be a cool way for you guys to get to know our personality as well as just have fun before the season starts because we wanted to be able to give you guys something but not give you too much, if that makes any sense. So yeah, July 7th, we're going to be your people back together again. It's going to be weird being on here without my road dog today, but it's okay because I feel as if being that we are so competitive, this is going to become like a competition. I already know it's going to be because in the Slater household, nothing is ever not a competition with us. So I'm pretty sure at the beginning of the season, Chris is going to ask you guys who you enjoyed watching the most by themselves. And you better say me. I'm just going to say that right now. You guys better vote me. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, it's going to end up that way. So today is going to be a really great episode. Hello. If you guys are just coming in, make sure you are sharing the broadcast. Make sure you're doing that because that's the most important thing to do. Share, enjoy yourselves. We're going to have a really good time today because we have a beautiful topic. Also, tell us where you are from or tell me where you're from. See, I'm already saying us because I'm used to that, but tell me where you're from because I would love to see that. And yeah, just enjoy yourselves. It's going to be fun. Not hopefully. During this sometime, we're going to be playing a game together as well. So that's going to be a good time. So right now, also make sure you guys are sharing your emails in the comments because we are going to be taking those and putting them in behind the scenes so we can start choosing who's going to play the game for an opportunity to win $25. It's going to be a $25 gift certificate. So yeah, make sure you guys are putting in those emails so we are able to input them and have you join the game in a little bit. I'm going to make sure I really tell you guys and announce when it's happening, but until then, make sure you're just doing that if you're coming in because we're going to be playing a fun game too. I think I was going to take the credit for it, but we all came up with that together. So that's that. Anyways, if you guys are doing all that, again, make sure you're sharing. Make sure that you are having a good time. Make sure you're telling me where you're from. Before we get started, I want to do a quick shout out to, it doesn't have to be quick. This is my broadcast. I can do whatever I want. I want to give a shout out to our sponsors. So, hi, what's going on, guys? What's up? First off, if you don't know anything about me before the sponsor thing, I am also on YouTube. So this is kind of like my forte, doing the lives and being on here because this is what I enjoy to do. To be honest with you, I feel like I'm back at home again because going out in the real world again after a pandemic and now all of a sudden things are like back to normal, if that's what you want to call it. And I'm all of a sudden supposed to have like a shot girl summer now, like just being pushed out into the real world again out of nowhere. I feel like we didn't have that time. You know what I mean? It's kind of like being in Michigan with the winter weather and then we go straight to summer. We just go from winter to summer. That's how I feel like this pandemic was. We just went straight from like being captive by ourselves and now all of a sudden I have to be around people and it's weird because this is what I do. So if you guys don't know, I am also on YouTube. You will be seeing some YouTube comments from my brat squad. That's what we call each other. So my brats are in the building. Hello. If you guys also don't know, we are live on Twitch. We are live on everything. Our YouTube channel, Love Lockdown Podcast, as well as the Facebook page. So we are everywhere, you guys. But before I get more into that, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you a little word for our sponsors because I'm so excited about this. First thing first, you guys already know Bel Air is Bay. All right, Luke Bel Air is Bay. They have been our number one sponsors for a while now. I am drinking today the McQueen and the Violet Fog. This is the beautiful gin. I absolutely love this stuff, you guys. I feel like my head has gotten smaller since we stopped doing this broadcast because I mean it's all of a sudden like falling off. But yeah, I love this stuff. I just realized about myself that I am a gin girl and I didn't know it. I'm learning this though. Like you guys probably think I've had help with this bottle. I haven't. This is me. Of course, not just in a day though. This has been like at least 2 weeks maybe. But yeah, so today I'm drinking the gin and we've got some orange juice Call me Snoop Dogg because that's what we do. NY, stand up. What's going on, Rank? What's up? What's up? So again, make sure you guys are saying hello to me because I do not bite. I promise I do not. And today is going to be a good day. I vote for you all day. That's so sweet. Hey, Smooth, what's going on with you? What's up, Anthony? High school? Yo, what's up? What's up? You guys, everybody, this is crazy right now. So good seeing people from all over. So if you see me looking down, it's because my comments are always right here. I got the cool iPad right here. So I got my notes and my comments and whatnot. So yes, it should be a good time. Today we are going to be talking about Bridezillas. And the reason that I thought this would be a really good topic is not only because it's something that wedding season is coming, but I feel like it's just something that we need to discuss, especially for my ladies out there, because a few people begin to act like assholes when this season, when the wedding season comes, like, let's just be real. It's about to be a lot of people acting up. So I thought this would be a great conversation to have. If you guys know of anybody before we get started who was a bridezilla or currently is acting like one, make sure you leave that in the comments so I can see that and read those stories, because I've got a few stories of my own, as well as I have a lot of stories that I read about. So it's nuts. But Bel Air in the building. And also, you guys, I need to take a second because this is the most exciting thing that I can announce to you. And I'm so glad that I did the first episode because I'm able to do this. And now Chris is going to be jealous because I was able to do this first. If you guys aren't following us on things, then maybe you haven't seen this yet. But if you have, then you will know now that we have a brand new sponsor. I'm going to let you guys try to guess what that is, but I'm not going to take too long. You guys, we are sponsored now by Adam and Eve. I'm just gonna say that. Yes, the sex toy shop, the famous sex toy shop, Adam and Eve, we are sponsored by them now. So this is something that's brand new for Love Lockdown Podcast Season 4. We are so excited to be welcomed into the Adam and Eve family, as well as to welcome them into our lives, because it's just going to keep getting better, you guys. This is absolutely amazing. We're so thankful. If you guys want to be able to get anything off the website, I believe I have not dabbled with the discount code myself quite yet because it just is so recent and so new, and we're just so excited. But I believe you can get 50% off of any item, as well as some cool free stuff if you are into that type of thing. So, like, obviously, this is a relationship podcast, and we talk about being a porn star. We talk about sex, obviously, right? We're all grown. We talk about relationships all the time. So yeah, Adam and Eve is just the best fit for us when it comes to this podcast. And we are so excited. So big applause, round of ovation. Like, I'm so excited to be sharing this with you guys. Adam and Eve, I couldn't be more excited. So our discount code is, listen, make sure you're listening to this. It is LL 69. Super simple. I'll say it one more time. LL 69. So you guys can it's already active. You are able to go on the website right now, get whatever you want off of adamandeve.com, use our discount code, and you guys will enjoy it. So thank you again to Luke Bel Air, as well as Adam and Eve, for sponsoring this episode, as well as our future episodes. We are so excited. And let's go ahead and get into the topic of this episode, because I got a lot to talk about. All right. What's up, you guys? Hello. Hey, bro. What's up, James? What's up? What is going on, you guys? So I'm going to try to read comments too. I'm getting good at that. I'm getting better at it, for real. Make sure you guys are also putting in your emails in the comments if you're just joining, so we are able to play our game in a little bit, because we will be bringing people on. We will be bringing you on so you can answer some questions and possibly win $25 if you get them correct. Like, this isn't going to be something that's simple. No, I'm just kidding. It's not going to be that hard. But yeah, if you want the opportunity or the chance to win $25, make sure you are inputting your email so we can add you and you can possibly win and play the game with us, because it should be a good time. I actually have a lot of good questions right here. Like, it's crazy. Also, before we get started, I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about what I've been up to, because I've been having a lot of people write me. It's weird because I feel as if we have been not on for a long time, but it really hasn't been that long, but it feels long enough because I missed you guys. But it's been long enough for me to tell you that I have a lot of new things. So what's been going on? We got a dog. His name is Cash. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen him. He's adorable. He is a miniature golden doodle. So I'm learning this because I'm just now, I didn't know anything about golden doodles other than us doing research on them. But I'm just learning that there are a lot of different like variations of the golden doodle, even though we always do our research and figure out about the breeds. Like I'm learning that there's such thing as an F1 and F2 that goes with like how their fur looks. So Cash is an F1 golden doodle miniature, and he is mom is golden retriever and his dad is a toy poodle. So I've been asked that question a lot because a lot of people have been asking like what type of dog Cash is. That's what he is. So although he is considered a miniature for the breed, it doesn't mean that he's necessarily going to stay like purse size. He's actually might get up to like 50 pounds at the most. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to get there, but yeah. So miniature for their breed, but not technically a mini dog, if that makes any sense. I'm learning too. So yeah, the standard, there's miniature, medium, standard, and he's miniature. So the standards, you guys get huge. Like standards I've seen it standing up are taller than me. So it just depends on what type of breed you get. If you guys have questions on them, let me know because I will be more than happy to answer those for you because I had a lot of questions myself. But yeah, he's adorable. I've gotten a few new sponsorships for my YouTube channel. We're almost hitting 30,000 subscribers soon. And what else? What else? What else? I think that might be it right now, other than it's just time to go on vacation. I would love to go on vacation very, very soon. I need to go to Vegas. I'm feeding for Vegas. That's all I'm going to say. But so today we're going to be talking about Bridezillas. Again, if you guys have any type of stories, let me know because I would love to hear them. I don't know what I have in my background on the TV either. Hopefully it's not anything inappropriate because I mean, I guess Adam and Eve sponsorship, we can deal with that a little bit, but Cash, yeah, he's so cute. But Bridezillas today, all right? As I said before, some of the ladies out here I've already seen are starting to act a fool because suddenly they've gotten engaged and now they feel as if they can just be assholes and act any type of way that they want towards people. And I'm not going to say that it's just the ladies because surprisingly, I've actually seen a lot of guys out here that are starting to misbehave too when it comes to getting married, which is strange because I never thought that I'd see the day. But I actually have had some people in my life that I've seen, like I've known a guy that was just every single day posting about his wedding, threatening his guests before they came, telling them how they were supposed to dress, telling him the type of gifts that he's supposed to get from his guests. I'm just like super confused by that because I really thought that was just a girl thing, but yeah, it's not anymore. So I was talking to I got a personal assistant too, which is really neat. His name is Greg. So I was talking to him today, and when I was talking about the dudes, what we should name them, he said that they should be called Bridezillas because they're dudes. I was thinking Groomzillas. I don't know what you guys think is the best way to like title the fellas out there who are starting to act a fool when it comes to getting married, but that's what we were saying we were going to call them. If you guys are wondering what the term Bridezilla comes from, I got my research right here. So the word Bridezilla is a combining bride with the fictional rampaging beast Godzilla. So if you guys are wondering, which I'm pretty sure you're not because it's pretty self-explanatory, Bridezilla, Godzilla, bride put together, you get a Bridezilla because they're just as crazy as Godzilla. To be honest, to me, I feel like they might be worse because they can actually talk. I don't know. You guys can tell me what you think about that. But yeah, so it's to indicate a difficult bride. The word was first used by a Boston Globe writer named Diane White in 1995. It was a 1995 article about difficult brides. So I'm pretty sure we have had difficult brides for years. But in 95, that's when we finally got the term Bridezilla. So that's where it originated from, if you guys didn't know. A lot of the times, I didn't even know that either. I just thought it came from the TV show. So there's a very popular TV show called Bridezilla, and the girls get to act a fool. All the brides get to act up, and they think it's cool. And I feel like it's kind of gotten like, how do I say this? I feel like because of the TV show that a lot of people think that it's cool to behave that way. Like it's gotten even worse because of the show. I don't know if some people are trying to get on the show or they just think it's cute, but it's not whatsoever. Like not whatsoever. So, um, Bridezilla. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of a story that I had to go through first before I start reading you guys' stories because I'm pretty sure I see some of them. I actually see some. But yes, I have a story of my own when it comes to a Bridezilla. I'm going to talk about when they be called brooms. That's what I thought. In staff production, he said, or he or she said, wouldn't they be called groomzillas? That's what I thought too. I feel like he was just trying to make it a little bit more manlier when he said bruh. So to each their own. Smooth said, how about just stupid? Yeah. No, honestly, that's what it is, right? I don't think it's cute at all to misbehave, especially when you know that you have people coming from all over the world that love you. Like, I just don't get it. There are a lot of females out here that think just even when you get engaged that they've like won the prize. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's strange to me. I don't know. Like being married, I love it, especially if you marry the right person. I have no complaints about it, but I just feel like as a female, that ladies, this just should not be our only goal in life is to get married. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people feel as if like when you get married, that's it. Like you won life. That's that like you did it. You're better than everybody else. And I just don't understand that way of thinking. I've never understood that way of thinking, but I think that has a lot to go into why people begin to become bridezillas because of that. I was reading when I was doing my research, a lot of people were saying that it is because they feel um, the pressure of the wedding, which is weird because I just feel like if you can't do everything you want to do, then you just shouldn't do it. Like it's that simple. Hi, Morgan. Hi, Morgan Dundas. How are you? What's going on with you? But yeah, I just feel like if you are someone who is feeling all the stresses of a wedding, like figure out your budget, figure out the family members that you enjoy. Like you have to remember that it's your day and you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. And it's already not worth going into the red for. So if you are going broke, trying to have the best wedding in the world, like that's a no also because there's just no point. Like there's absolutely no point in going broke for a wedding. My husband and I, we always joke all the time and say that weddings are pretty much set up in life. Like they're the same as funerals and not in a disrespectful way where it comes to the actual vows and what it means to have a wedding. But we always say that the money spent on a wedding is just a scam, especially if you think about it, like weddings and funerals and like what are the other ones called? The gender reveals. We actually did a whole episode on that. Tum is saying, hi, how are you? We've done episodes on the gender reveals, all of that stuff. To us, it's just a scam. Like when it comes to the money part, everything that you're stressed out and doing all that extra for, like it's absolutely unnecessary. So that was another one of the reasons that I saw that bridezillas are acceptable because of the pressure of the wedding. But again, to me, I just feel like, you know what I mean? Like the pressure of the wedding makes no sense. You need someone you can trust and delegate responsibility to take stress off you as the bride or groom. Exactly. That was James that said that. You need someone you can trust and delegate responsibility to take stress off of you as the bride or the groom, which is very true. And I have seen the money that people make as just wedding planners. Like there are full movies. Jennifer Lopez has a full movie being a wedding planner, and the money that those people make, like, is crazy. The amount of money wedding planners make. Luckily, I had my parents, my mom, and my brother James are the bomb. Like they literally decorated our whole reception. You would have honestly thought that our wedding cost $1 million looking at it. You know what I mean? And it wasn't that. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not going to go into all that, but it wasn't that. And it's funny because I see people who spend way more money than we even thought to spend. And their weddings didn't even look as nice, or they didn't even like come out as nice, not even look wise, but just because of the fact that everybody was just so stressed out. They spent all this money, but the wedding was horrible because it wasn't planned correctly, or they didn't invite the right type of people, or they were too busy trying to show off. So their guests ended up being assholes, and they didn't have a good time anyway. So it makes no sense whatsoever to do that at all. I know when we were getting married, my number one thing was, and I swear to you, you guys can ask anybody. I had, how many bridesmaids did I have? Oh, I can't remember the number right now, but I had all my best girlfriends. I had everybody, and everybody was to the point where at the wedding day, like everybody was literally begging me, like, Britt, can you at least have some sort of drama moment so we can feel like you're a real bride? Because I just like refused to do it. Like, I didn't get it. I didn't get that at all. I was so friendly because why not? Like, I just had a great time with my girls because I don't understand the point of not acting like that. You know what I mean? Like, they were begging for me to make them do something because I just wasn't like that at all. And I am so pleased and happy to even be able to reflect and look back that I had such a good time, and that I don't ever have to regret anything that I said to someone or how I treated someone, because I wasn't like that. And that was my main goal. Claire, most chill bride ever. Claire Bear. So Claire was one of my bridesmaids. Welcome to the show, Claire Bear. She said most chill bride ever. I'm so glad that you said that, because people are probably really watching this like, Britt's probably really an asshole, low key, because she's probably, a lot of people think that about me. I don't know what it is. I don't know how I portray myself, but people think I have some sort of like diva instincts, which is far from me. I guess it could be a good thing people think that, but I don't know if it's because I'm on YouTube or because like I do a lot. People are a little bit hesitant. They think, but no, I'm not like that at all. So I'm so glad that Claire just said that. We had such a good time. One of my main things was too that I was going to let my girls be able to wear what they wanted. I had a color of the dress that I wanted them to have for our wedding colors, but I told them, go to the wedding shop, choose whatever type of dress in that color that you want, because I'm not about to make you wear a long dress if you like to wear short dresses. I'm not about to make you wear a short dress if you like long dresses. You know what I mean? Everybody has their own body types. I wanted my girls to look good. And a lot of brides in this world, for some reason, think that the wedding is just about them, and they just are the only ones that want to look good because it's their day. So they kind of sabotage their girls. I'll go into that in a minute, because I actually read a few stories on Reddit that blew my mind. I could not believe how these stories came off. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, that was my thing. And then another thing to me is, I've always been a firm believer that if you have people going out of their way, and let me say this again, if you have people going out of their way, and not only when it comes to spending their money, but for their time. I've learned, I'll be 35 in December, which is insane. Like, I can't believe it. I love getting older too. By the way, everybody is like 30s suck. To me, I feel like 30s are like the better 20s, because you actually have money at 30 and you can enjoy life. Like, I worked so much growing up that like 30 is fun to me. Like, I'm enjoying my 30s so much, so I don't regret that. But I've been always a firm believer that if you have people spending money in their time, because time to me is way more valuable than money. I know that's it. Let me say it again so you guys can hear it, especially the one in the back. But time to me is more valuable than money. It really is. Like, I see all the things that I do in a day. Sometimes I reflect and I think, like, I don't even know how I did it. But anytime someone takes me out of something that I have to do, or working or anything like that, that just you know I love you. You know what I mean? Like that just goes to show that how much I care, how much I love you. When you can take me out of my element of filming a YouTube video, editing a YouTube video, working, getting sponsorships. Anytime that you can take me and remove me from doing what I love to do the most, that means I love you. And I know that goes for a lot of people. Like some people don't enjoy going out. I have a lot of friends that do not enjoy going out. So to me, it meant the most because those people were in my wedding. You know what I mean? And it's like I knew that was their time. So I feel like if you are taking someone from their money and their time, that you should have nothing but the utmost respect for them. And I also feel like if you are someone who is asking someone to do so much, that you should pay for those people. Maybe that's just how I was raised, but I truly feel like if you are having someone go to your wedding or having even a damn birthday party, if someone's going to your birthday party, you're asking people to go out to dinner. Like it would be great for you if you can to pay for those people as your guests. That's always been something that I learned. If you have people taking time out of their day to do something that you want them to do, then you should be able to offer to pay for them. If you can't, I get it. Not everybody has the funds to do that, but if you can, that's wonderful. And you guys can know that because even when it came to our wedding was lit, but even when it comes to like our Halloween party, for example, Chris and I have an epic Halloween party when we can. We couldn't last year, obviously. You guys know 2020 shits. But every other year before that, like we do not believe in having you come to our house and paying for anything. Like we provide food, we provide liquor, we provide a DJ, a bartender, and we do not ask anyone to pay for anything because that is just how we roll. That's how we feel. If we're asking you to do something and spend time with us, then we feel like you should be able to just do that without having any worries. When it came to even inviting my girls, I took them out to dinner when I invited and asked them to be my bridesmaids. I took them out to dinner and I paid for them because that was me asking them to be in my wedding and had taken up their time. So that's just another thing that I feel. And when it comes to a bridezilla, like I just don't understand how people can mistreat people. So before I continue, you guys make sure you are also commenting your emails so we can play our game in a little bit. I'm going to be asking some questions that I've got over here, and you guys are going to have to answer them correctly so you can possibly win $25. So make sure you are putting those emails in the comments so I can choose you out. You can get backstage and you can play our game with us because it's going to be a really good time. And again, I keep saying our game as if Chris is on here with me today, but he's not. So it's okay. I'm practicing for July 7th when the real season comes. Cooking with Granny Peaches, I missed you. I just saw your comment. I want to say happy birthday to my cousin Peaches. If you're still on, hopefully you saw that. I meant to like read it and I was going so fast I didn't get a chance. But you guys, her birthday was just yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. So happy birthday. Happy birthday. Going back though to the topic, I read some stories that I was going to share with you guys because this was just, I didn't know if people were making these up. They were on Reddit, so I don't believe they were because I don't understand why anyone would make up a story on Reddit. But when it comes to an actual Bridezilla story, first for me, something that I relate to, I actually do relate to a Bridezilla story. And it's funny. It's not funny. It's actually not funny because my friend and I won't say names, but I had a friend that I was friends with for forever. And it came to her wedding and she acted a complete fool. And I was supposed to be the maid of honor and it didn't work out because I just wasn't having that shit. I don't know. She just thought that she was going to be telling people everything that they were supposed to do. I was in school at the time, like real college, and I wasn't able to like come back and forth and do things that I was supposed to do. I was going through stuff at the time, like it was wild, and it put a real strain on our relationship. It really did. I ended up stepping out and just saying like, look, I can't do this because I'm not the girl for you. I can't do what you want me to do. And like it was impossible to be that person that she wanted because like it was wild things that she was asking for people to do. And it's it's funny because it was a side I had never seen. Yeah, I was real college. You know what I mean? Like this isn't like graduate. Like this was real. I was in real college in Mount Pleasant, and that person lived back at home. So like she wanted me to come back and forth every single weekend and do this, that, and the other. And it just, even looking back, because you know how sometimes when you're a college student and you think back of those years and you're like, oh, I probably could have done what I was supposed to do back then if I had the right like mindset. Like I could have done it. But even now at 35 or almost 35, looking back at that time, like I can still honestly say that everything she was asking me to do, I would not have been able to do. Like that's how much it was. So it definitely put a strain on our relationship. Hopefully, I know that person's probably watching right now. So hopefully it doesn't start no shit. If it does, that means that obviously it's just something that we still have some hard feelings over. But I can't lie to you. If someone's asking you to do something that you just can't really do, or if you're getting so stressed out because you're someone's maid of honor, or you're losing money because of that, like you got to step down. Like you have to learn how to take care of you and learn how to say no, because it's very necessary sometimes. And I know as a best friend, like you want to be able to do everything for that person, but a lot of the times like people change when they are about to get married. I'm not gonna lie to you, like I said, I had seen a completely different side of that person I had never seen before, and was like, what the fuck is this? So yeah, I would definitely just say as a warning, if you are someone that's experiencing something like that, a bridezilla of your own, then don't feel bad to say no and just say that, listen, I'm just not the girl for you. Because at the end of the day, you come first. Your money comes first. Especially if you have a family, if you are taking care, you know what I mean? If you're doing things for other people, like even your mental health, everything comes first when it comes to you. So eventually that person will understand. If they don't, that's their problem. It is. It really is. Because I have seen people who weren't like me and didn't say no, went broke because they were trying to make their best friend happy. At the end of the day, they still ended up falling out anyways because it was bad feelings, bad blood. So you might as well just cut that off before it even gets to that point anyways. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, I've definitely had my own situations, and I will say the only thing that I'm thankful for because of that situation that I learned was that was more of a reason that I definitely told myself that I was not going to behave that way if I ever got married one day. You all know I always say that I never really thought I was going to get married, but I definitely said that. It was like, definitely told me I'm not going to be doing that if that day ever comes, ever, because you just have to say no. You have to do it and not act like that. I also think that a lot of people act like that too when they haven't had much in life. And I know that sounds mean, but this is like the pop-up love lockdown. I'm just be honest right now. If you have never had anything earlier in life, then of course you're gonna act a fool when your real wedding comes. Um, well, hopefully not always, but for me, I feel like I went to proms. I had a cotillion. I had a big fancy dress when I was 16 from my cotillion that was white. So when my actual wedding came, like I feel like I got to enjoy that more because I had already had so much growing up that I was like, hell, I don't need a big fancy dress for my wedding because I had that when I was 16. You know what I mean? Like I actually got to enjoy it more. So I think that also goes with it. And just remember, if someone is acting like that, not to hold it too much against them because they might not even realize it. Maybe even have a conversation with them because they might not know. You know what I mean? Like people turn crazy sometimes when they get engaged. So just have that conversation. If it goes left, then that means that it's not meant to be. It's not. But I was looking at Reddit, and I'm going to tell you guys a few stories that I saw. Not too many of them, but I picked a few that really got my attention. So the first one was this bride told her sister to stop talking about being bisexual. Her sister had just came out, and she told her to stop talking about being bisexual because it was her year to shine. And then at the end, the girl was like, my sister and I haven't had a good relationship ever since. Yeah, you think like that's wild. Like she couldn't talk about anything because it was her time to shine as a bride, as if her wedding was a whole year. That's wild to me. So that was the first one. Another one that I saw that was bizarre was a bride blocked people from being able to leave the building, the reception building, like barricaded the door and was screaming and telling people it was her day because she didn't want people to leave. Now, it might sound okay, Britt, it was her wedding day. She didn't want people to leave. I get it. You might get it a little bit until you hear this next part. People are hungry because she did not believe in feeding people at her reception. She thought that it was okay just to have a fruit platter and that was it. And people had been there for years. For years. Or not for years, but for hours. People had been there for hours and they were not able to eat anything. And so they were leaving so they could go eat. And she barricaded the door and was screaming. Her dad had to manhandle her off of the door so people were able to leave because she wasn't feeding anybody. Like the bride decided that they didn't need real food at the reception. I think that's crazy. I don't know who does that or what's the deal, but that's what happened. So that was another one that was bizarre. Like you guys, like these stories are crazy. They really are. But before we continue on, I feel like it's almost time for us to start playing our game. So make sure that you guys are sending your emails so we can add you. I believe I have one person right now backstage, which is wonderful. So we will play in, I'll give it 2 more minutes. So if you guys want to be able to join and win $25, you can do that and we can play our game. Another one was, this is a bride that asked everyone to wear ugly dresses. She wanted no one to wear anything nice. She intentionally said she wanted people to pick the ugliest dresses so she could stand out and be the prettiest one that day. But it gets worse because she also told them that they all needed to dye their hair brown. They all needed to dye their hair brown because she was blonde and she wanted to be the only blonde at her wedding. I need to know what you guys think about that because that is so wild to me. Like, who does that? Could you imagine not only someone telling you to spend money on an ugly dress, on a dress that you will never wear again? Could you imagine? May, hey May, what's going on? We got May in the building, guys. If you do not know who May is, she was a part of season 3. She was a part of Dating a Porn Star, that episode. You guys loved May, so I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about. But hi, May, what's going on? Yes, May has said what to the story, and I agree with her because I couldn't imagine telling someone that they had to dye their hair. That's just pushing it to me. Like, could you imagine someone telling you that you have to dye your hair for someone's wedding? It's absolutely wild. Like these people are crazy out here. Crazy. Again, make sure you guys are sharing your email so you can join the game. We are about to play in 1 more minute. After I tell this last story, we got some people in backstage that are gonna play. $25 is what you can possibly win. So if you would like to play, make sure you are putting your email so you can join backstage with us because we are about to play in a little bit. Just your email, that's all we need. So you can possibly win $25. It's that simple. But yes, before we play, I've actually got a few more, but I'm going to do one more right now. Oh, this one was so fried. Okay. A bride kicked out a girl for being pregnant because she didn't want any of her bridesmaids to be pregnant because she didn't want them to show in her pictures. She didn't want pregnant women, I guess, in her pictures for years to come. Imagine telling someone not to get pregnant and enjoy a beautiful part of life because you didn't want them to look pregnant in your pictures. That's wild. But the crazy part is it gets worse than this. The woman that was friends with her that got pregnant, her and her husband had been trying to get pregnant for a long time. And she ended up losing the baby. She miscarried. And the bride, when she told her that she lost the baby, I'm laughing because this is so ridiculous. When she told the bride that she lost the baby, the bride said, "Oh, good, now you can be back in my wedding." These are real stories. I'm not making this up. Like, this was on Reddit. Unless people are making up their own stories, which I don't think, because I could feel the emotions while I was reading this. This really happened. Like, this woman really thought that somebody was going to still want to be in her wedding after she said something like that, while they just went through hell and back. But those are some Bridezilla stories, guys. We're going to continue on in a little bit, but it's game time. It is game time. So hopefully those of you who would like to play entered your emails. I believe we have one person backstage. So let's get going, because I've got some good questions. Hello. I think she might be frozen, y'all. Let's see.
I said it wasn't.
Can you hear me?
The Easter Bunny.
Can you hear me okay? She's frozen. I'm pretty sure Bridezilla would be like, oh, you can't freeze at my wedding. You have to have good reception. Could you imagine? That would be such a Bridezilla thing to do. So hopefully we get that figured out. If not, then it's okay, because Chris will be playing the game next week when he comes on live by himself. So it's all good. Hopefully we can get it, because I got some money to hand out to people. So again, you got some more time now. All right, send in your emails.
Say what you
Hi.
said. I can tell you about
it. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can. Perfect. You were freezing. It's funny, because I was just saying that when you were freezing, I was like, a Bridezilla would probably be like, you can't freeze at my wedding.
How are you? Looking beautiful.
Thank you. I'm doing good. I'm enjoying this podcast on my own today. This is strange. I'm trying to beat Chris, though, because he said he was going to be better than me. And you're like, oh. We're beeped out. Oh no, she froze again, y'all. She froze again. So, oh wait, hold on. All right, she froze again. So anyways, I'll take the time real quick again to thank our sponsors, Luke Belair. I have not even been able to take a sip today. Listen, I already started earlier, so my cup is down here. I don't know how well you guys can see it because of the sequence. But I did start, although I haven't been drinking the episode. But we do have our McQueen in Violet Fog. You guys, this is everything. This is everything for the summertime. I'm telling you right now, I'm a gin girl and didn't even know it. And you know what? I don't know if this is like some drunk shit, or if I like low-key am a semi-alcoholic. I don't know what to call it. But I really was like, who does this? I was really just like in my own thoughts the other day, thinking by myself, and was like, I think I'm a gin girl. You know what I mean? Like, I really had an epiphany with myself. Like, this is me. I have to accept this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm about to be 35, and I'm just realizing I like gin. And not only do I like it, but I like it a lot. Like it's a perfect summer drink. So I don't know. You guys tell me if I should be concerned or what. As I said before, even though the bottle does look a little empty, I'm not ashamed of this. It's been like 2 weeks. Yes, I've done this by myself, but it's been like 2 weeks, okay? So don't judge me. Yeah, but hopefully if the game... Even though the bottle does look a little empty. Are we good?
We're good. I'm back.
I was just doing a Bel Air ad before you came back to make sure that you were good.
I saw you were in your thoughts.
Yeah, I was in it. See, I'm just learning that I like gin.
Oh, what kind of gin?
It's McQueen and Violet Fog. It's from the Bel Air family.
Oh, okay.
Delicious.
Okay.
And I mix it with orange juice.
Oh,
it's the best.
Yeah, that's what gin. Yeah, that's what you mix with gin. What up, G? That's Auntie Angie.
What's up? You guys are live. You are live, baby. I see my baby in the background. She here. You guys got her listening to me talking about gin.
The Blue Bel Air hasn't gotten here yet. It's in Houston, but it's not where we live. You know, it
hasn't gotten to too many people yet.
Yeah, everybody's looking for it.
Yeah, I've heard that it's here a little bit, but it's difficult. And it's also limited edition, like it's a special edition, but I don't think they'll be able to do that at all. But okay, Let me get you before you go frozen again. Are you frozen again? This is my fault, guys, because I'm talking too much instead of.
No, I hear you.
Are you here? Okay, good. Yes. All right. Okay. This is going to be a speed round. 4 questions in a row. You got to get, and then you can win $25.
Okay.
All right. So the first question, you ready?
Uh-huh.
Let me try to go easy first.
Okay.
What is Kim Kardashian's current career goal?
To be a lawyer.
Ding, 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 ding. All right. It was funny because Chris and I were putting these questions together and we were like, these low key might not be easy for everybody. All right, number 2. What celebrity do I dislike the most?
Oh God. Trey Songz.
Yeah, you got it. That's 2. All right. Let me see. Number 3. How many kids does Beyonce have?
3.
She does have 3. She does have 3. She's got the twins
and Blue.
And Blue. I feel so bad too because I never know the twins' name. Was one like Sir?
No. Wait a minute. Roomy. One is Roomy, and I think the other one may be Sir.
I wouldn't be able to answer my own question. All right. Okay, and then number 4, you're almost there. And I bet the rest of y'all who didn't even put your emails in are probably kicking yourselves because they're probably, this was easy $25 to win, right? All right, number 4. Think about this. Think about this. No pressure. But do I think that Die Hard is a Christmas movie?
Yes. Yes. I remember you saying something about that on the broadcast.
Although she had help, and Angie.
A Slater stick together.
I got Chris on here talking about you cannot phone a friend, but I will say, listen, I didn't say that you
said don't phone a friend. We're in the car. He said don't phone a friend.
I did not say that you couldn't. So next time, Chris, when you do your episode, you got to make sure that you tell people more of the rules because I'm like the pilot, you know what I mean?
Okay.
This is the pilot. So I'm still going to give it to you. This was, but I think we actually should do this during the real season.
Yes, bring us back, bring the IT backstage.
Yeah, I think we should do this because this was fun for real. Well, congratulations. You
Thank
just won
you.
$25. Thank you for playing the first Ask Questions. No problem. I love y'all.
Love you too. Okay. Bye-bye.
So, all right. When Chris does his episode next week, you guys, it won't be as easy. You already know it won't be because Chris is an asshole on top of the fact that he's going to give you a little bit more rules. But today was a fun, easygoing game because obviously this is the first time we played it. And because I'm a fun person, right? So you guys better vote for me being the better one of us two when the real season starts, when he asks, because like that's how easy it was to win $25. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm seeing also that we possibly could have more people now. That's because people saw how easy it was to play. That's how easy it was. But all right, before we bring more people in, hold on now. I have some more stories. This is Bridezilla. If you guys are just joining, make sure that you're sharing the broadcast. I hope you're having a good time. The time is going by really fast already. It's almost time for me to end. This is wild. Like, I can't believe how fast this time went. But yes, we're talking about Bridezillas and also Groomzillas because it is such thing and how much of assholes they are, how unbelievable these stories are, but they are real. Like, I'm not making these up. So I'm just going to go ahead and y'all are getting me hype. Morgan. That's what we do over here. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying. I'm seeing a lot of good comments, so this is making me happy. But if you're just joining, make sure that you are saying hello. I don't bite, I promise. If you guys are wondering where my other host is, my co-host, if you will, hosts, we're equal hosts. We decided that before our actual real season starts, season 4, I almost said season 3. Guys, this is already season 4. We decided before the actual season starts that we are going to be doing our own individual broadcasts so you guys can get to know us a little bit better as individuals, and also just to fill in some time before the season starts. So again, say hello if you're just coming in. Hello, Forever Blessed. Nice to see you. I'm having a ball with you guys. Like, this is such a good time. So again, we're talking about Bridezillas today. I decided that it would be a great thing to talk about, being that it's wedding season, and I've been seeing some people acting like assholes because they just got engaged, and I think that I'm trying to not only save you from losing friends if you are a bridezilla, but I'm also trying to save you to actually be able to walk down the altar, because you know your future husband might not be enjoying seeing you acting a fool. You know what I mean? If you're like, oh, all right. If you would like to take your chance to win $25, put your email in the comment. We have put that here. So again, if you're just coming in, make sure you guys are doing that. But Bridezillas. So I've been sharing some stories. Again, if you are just someone who's brand new and you have a Bridezilla story of your own, whether you were a Bridezilla, you are behaving like one, or you have encountered one, make sure you're sharing too, because we love to hear you guys' stories. But next up, we have last one that we had someone who was pregnant in their friend's wedding, and the Bridezilla told her that she couldn't be in it any longer because she didn't want pregnant people in her pictures. That was the last story that we left off on. So, okay, here's another doozy for you all, another kicker. We have a bride that was upset because her grandma died 2 hours before the wedding. Now you're probably thinking, Britt, I get it. She was upset. Her grandma died 2 hours before her damn wedding. Like, that's devastating, right? That's something no one can experience and go through without being sad. You are absolutely correct if that was a normal person, but we're talking about a bridezilla here. So the reason she was upset is not because grandma died, but because she was going to be throwing off the seating arrangements. Let's let that sink in for a second. Yeah, I know. You probably said, what? You said, what? I said that. The girl was not upset because her grandma died. She was upset because grandma died, her seating arrangements are going to be messed up. And she was screaming to everybody, like, this is the worst time ever. Grandma could have died because my seating arrangements are going to be messed up now. I'm not making this up, you guys. These are real stories from Reddit. She didn't care. I don't know what kind of relationship she had with grandma, but either way, it sounds torched. I couldn't imagine. Like, to be honest with you, I feel like if my grandma died on my wedding day, that the wedding probably wouldn't even be going on. Like, we would probably have to hold the wedding because grandma died. You know what I mean? But no, not this girl. She didn't want to hold it. She was just upset about the seating arrangements. So I don't know what to, don't kill the messenger, because I know you guys are low-key like probably getting mad at me telling you this, but this is serious. Yes, it's terrible and it's selfish. It's wild. The amount of selfish, crazy people are in this world. I was reading this and it's just wild because, as I said before, if I hadn't experienced this before on my own, like I said, I had a friend who behaved not as bizarre and like this, but I had a friend who behaved crazy when she got married, and I had to say no to being in the wedding. If I didn't experience that, I wouldn't believe these stories, but I did. So reading these, I'm like, I know that these people aren't making these up. So the next one, oh, this next one. The bride wouldn't allow any family that she didn't meet prior to the wedding or the engagement on the groom's end. So on the groom's side, okay, picture this. We got the bride on this side. We got the groom on this side. She was allowing everybody that she knew to come to her wedding to be a guest. But any family that she hadn't met on the groom's side, she was not letting come. And in the story I was reading, it said that she literally only had met like one of his cousins. Yep. So she wasn't allowing the groom to invite pretty much his family to the wedding. It said that he had like 6 people there, and she had like 64 of her own. It got so bad that they ended up only inviting like immediate family, and she still had like 64 people, and he only had 6. Now, to me, the story was a little off-putting because I feel like, at what point is, a man, don't you man up and be like, listen, like, this isn't gonna work. Like, this, to me, I feel as if he really should have been done with this woman, right? This is beyond just being like putting your foot down. I think at this point, like, you really need to be like, this ain't happening. Like, we just don't need to be getting married because you can't tell me what to do. So make sure you guys, if you submitted your emails, are checking so you can join backstage with us so you can play our game. Make sure you do that. Okay, so I see a few people, so make sure that you are checking it so you are able to go backstage and be able to play with us, because we only have a little bit more short amount of time. So hopefully you guys are getting those in so you can join us. Yeah, so shout out to Love Lockdown. Got my cash app, $25. It was fun. I had a ball. That was fun. I actually appreciated her too freezing up, because I felt as if we got another Bel Air sponsored ad in at the same time. So it worked out perfectly. It really did. But yeah, so Bridezillas, that was one. I think the man, the groom, he should have just been done with her. There's no way that you're gonna tell me I could only invite people that you met. Like, that's wild. I also feel as if she only had met a cousin, just one of his cousins, because it did say that. I think that's a red flag too, because they probably haven't been together long enough. Like, that's weird to me. That's already a red flag too, because like, why have you only met one of his cousins in the first place? My maid of honors, Melissa. I would ask why he was hiding her from the family. That's a great question too. I feel like you and I were just like, if someone's just listening to the podcast right now, I'm doing like that eye to eye thing where we both see the same thing at one time. This is my maid of honor, y'all, my bestest friend. So yeah, she was amazing. Melissa, we were talking about, even me during the wedding, how I was saying that I chose not to be a bridezilla, and how you guys were practically begging me just to have one drama moment. So we had something to talk about. But yeah, you guys, Melissa was the best, and she's asking the same thing I was just thinking. Honestly, whether it was he was hiding her from his family, or if it was just because they hadn't been together long enough for her to have met his family, either way, they shouldn't get married. They shouldn't be getting married. And it's funny because I feel like a lot of the times movie and TV make it seem as if it's okay to just be meeting people for the first time too, right when the wedding's about to happen. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen a few wedding movies, but it's like the bride and the groom, like their families are just meeting the first time, like the night of the rehearsal. And growing up watching those movies, I used to think that was like real, but now looking back, those movies are so like, that's ridiculous. I can't think of like an exact movie right now. Pretty sure it's all wedding movies, but yeah, your families probably shouldn't just be meeting each other for the first time the night before the wedding. I'm just saying, if you want it to work out good, like, I'm pretty sure it can work out if you just don't give a shit. But in the real world, if you really want it to work out, you probably don't want your families just meeting for the first time the night of the rehearsal. I'm just saying. It'll take a lot of pressure off of everybody. I'd probably be a bridezilla myself if my parents were just meeting versus parents at the same time the night before. Like, that's wild. All right, let's see another one. And I'm seeing some people. Again, make sure you guys are checking your emails if you are joining. We're going to play one last game before I get off. if you are backstage. We will see if it happens. If not, Chris will be playing with you guys next week when he has his episode. But I have another story for you guys. Bride made her maid of honor. Oh, this one was so messed up. I don't even know if I feel, because I'm just thinking about her doing it. A bride made her maid of honor sew and make all her decorations the night before the wedding. This is because I guess this person that they were supposed to be buying the decorations from just like completely just ignored them. Probably because she was being an asshole and they're probably like, we're not going to give you these decorations. Either way, bride called the maid of honor the night of the wedding, or they may even been at rehearsal. I'm pretty sure that was what it was. And was like, you have to sew all these decorations together for me. And then not only did she do that, but it said that she also made her scrub the floor the day of the wedding. So the maid of honor was in her beautiful dress on the floor scrubbing because it was winter time. I'm going to guess that they were probably in Michigan. That's what it sounds. It sounds like a Michigander type of story, but it said that there was salt all over the floor from like people coming in with their shoes and the salt. So I'm going to guess it was a Michigan winter wedding. And she had the maid of honor on her knees scrubbing the salt off the floor. If I promise you, I wouldn't have been her maid of honor even that day. Like it would have been done for her, but that was that. So I don't know what to tell you guys. It's wild out here. I'm trying to think of the worst one though. I think the grandma one was the worst one so far. We have another one that says bride was holding a bag of her own stuff. Oh, this one was wild. A bride was holding a bag of her own stuff on her wedding day. And she was upset because she was holding a bag of her own stuff on her wedding day. So she didn't feel like she needed to be holding things. Like she didn't believe in holding things on her wedding day because it was her day. So it says that she started screaming in the church when she got there and was screaming, "Why am I holding my own bag today?" I'm saying this like I'm preaching right now because I'm so disgusted. But yes, this is what she's saying. Why am I holding my own bag today? It's my wedding day. I don't need to have anything in my hands. I don't deserve this. Screaming it in the church because she was holding her own stuff. You guys hear this? Your silence is so loud, honestly. I really feel like I'm talking to a group of friends right now because it is so crazy that someone would do that, not only in a church, but just think that they can't hold their own stuff. Wild. So not only did she do that, though, it said that she was also... Oh, no, that was the other one. Okay, we won't get to that yet. Hey, I know I miss you guys. What's going on? Asandi, what's up with you? Brad Squad in the building. So, yeah, you guys, these stories are wild. I couldn't imagine dealing with people like this. I don't care if they behave like this all the time or if it's just because they're engaged, but you gotta see the red flags, and this has got to be like an absolute no. Like you have to have just guts to tell someone no, because this is ridiculous. Yeah. So if you're a bride, I guess it's okay for you to hold your own things. I don't know who taught you that you can't, but it's okay. And then I have one more. I believe, yep, there's one more. All right. This one isn't as bad. I should have kept the grandma one for the ending because I really feel like that one was the worst one out of all these stories. Like, I can't believe that. Whose grandma dies 2 hours before your wedding and you're upset because she's going to ruin your seating arrangements? I can't figure that one out. But anyways, we got the last one right here. So it says that the bride yelled at the groom during the wedding ceremony because his phone alarm went off. His phone alarm went off in his pocket. And listen, I get it. Okay. I'm pretty sure I probably would have like went like this to Chris if his phone went off during our wedding. I probably would have like given him one of those eyes like, oh, those of you who are listening, you can't see me, but I probably would have like gave him one of those eyes that only he could see. You know what I mean? Like, and then we probably would have laughed about it because like that's, to me, it's funny as hell. It said that she yelled at this man during the ceremony because his phone went off, his phone alarm. The kicker is that it actually really was on silent. So it's not that he was being disrespectful and had his phone loud, like the ringer wasn't on purpose. He had set his alarm for something that was reoccurring. So I guess the wedding was on a Saturday. And I think he always had to either work on a Saturday or he always took his dog out at the same time. I think it was the dog. And he just had the alarm set for that time that he took his dog out and never turned it off. So it went off during the wedding and she yelled at this man. And then not only did she do that, but after he silenced it, she kept cutting off the pastor. Like right before he would say things, she'd be like, yeah, we know, and stuff like that. Again, if I was the pastor, I wouldn't have continued marrying them at all. If I was the groom, probably would have ran down the aisle, not in a good way. It would have been a runaway groom. These people are wild, y'all. These are stories from Reddit. So if you want to see more, you can definitely feel free on your own time to look them up because I only picked 10 of like the best ones that I found. But there's like, sad to say, there's a million of them. Like there's way too many Bridezilla stories to even go with this episode. But I thought this would be a really good time because, again, it's wedding season. People are out here about to go crazy. Melissa Fatherbill would not have let that fly. No, he would not. Y'all, my priest is the truth. Well, our priest, Melissa got married by Father Bill too, but he honestly told us rehearsal, like, you guys can't even have like a scent of liquor on you during your wedding tomorrow. So make sure you're not drinking. Like, Father Bill does not play. He definitely wouldn't have let my ass get married if I had been acting a fool like that. I'll tell you that much right now. But again, you guys, just remember, if you take away anything from this episode, if you are someone who's newly engaged, congratulations. But just don't be an asshole. Remember, the wedding is about you two and your love and not anybody else. If you can do it and you have the means and funds to have the wedding you want, absolutely do it. I still don't believe, even if you do have the funds, that you have to go broke or spend a lot. I still don't believe that. But if you can, I can't tell you what to do with your money. You know what I mean? If you can do it, do it. But definitely don't go in the red trying to get married. Doesn't make sense. Enjoy your time. Enjoy yourselves. Remember that people are there for you because they love you. And just don't ruin that love because it's not worth it. A wedding is one day to the rest of your life. I get it. But it's definitely not worth losing your friends over or family over, causing sibling issues. Like, just don't be an asshole. Like, it's not that hard not to be a jerk. And I tell that to people all the time. It really isn't. Like, it's so free to be nice. It really is. And women and men out there, if you are someone who doesn't believe in marriage, or if you are someone who isn't quite there yet, that's fine. That is fine. Like, it is not everybody's goal to be married. It doesn't have to be. Like, it's not the end all. I always tell people all the time, only get married if you have found your best friend, which I fortunately have done, but it was not my only goal in life. It actually wasn't a goal in life for me because I never thought I was going to get married. I was just fortunate enough to find someone that I could with. So yeah, just don't be a jerk. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode with me. I enjoyed you guys so much. Again, I miss my ace Boone, Chris. I can't wait till July 7th so we can start up season 4 for real officially. Love Lockdown podcast, you guys. It's going to be a bang. Like, we've got so many great guests in store for you all. So many wonderful episodes. Adam and Eve is our new sponsor, as well as Luke Belair. Again, if you guys want to get anything off the Adam and Eve website, make sure you use our code LL69. It sounds a little bizarre, but it really is. And you won't forget it. LL69. Enjoy yourselves. Luke Belair, again, thank you so much. I'm going to go finish enjoying the night. Hold on. You know what? I know you guys probably want to see Cash. I'm going to go get Cash real quick so you can see him. Hold on. One real Let me put the headphones back on. Here's Cashy, you guys. He was sleeping, but I know everybody wanted to see him. I would have been a jerk not to, but that is the newest member of the Love Lockdown podcast family. So say hi, Cash. You're making your debut. Yeah, he's enthused, but I love you guys so much. Again, make sure you guys go follow us on Twitch now. We are on there. Go give us a 5-star rating. Get ready for the new season. We have a website now. Go check out our website and everything else. Facebook page. I'll make sure I share it all. But I love you guys very much, and I will see you in 2 weeks because Chris's episode is next week. So bye, guys.